Unsolicited Opinions. I'm starting it like a wrestler. Today we're going to be talking about our favorite movie trailers. Now, these aren't going to be trailers necessarily for movies you loved or anything like that. Maybe you loved it, maybe you didn't. But the trailer itself really made you excited for the movie. So, before we do that, let's talk about who we have here with us today. A new guest to my far left.
New guest. I'm my new guest. I've been on every single show. I'm CountryBoy. You guys know me.
Yeah.
Man who walks his own path and walks it well. I'm LewisLightning.
And I am your favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, MussKeg.
Spider-Man. MussKeg.
Friendly neighborhood MussKeg.
Spider-Keg.
Don't worry, Lou will edit that out.
Nope. That's going to be the stinger.
Okay, before we get going though, we have a shot of Watermelon Smash Captain Morgan's. These guys love these ones.
Oh, they're the best. It's okay. I thought it'd be a lot sweeter and more sour, but it wasn't.
Not as bad as the green apple one.
Yeah, that one was a little overpowering.
All right, I don't want to go first. So actually, I do want to go first.
Oh, I was gonna steal yours.
Okay, I'll go first with one I talked with you guys when I was giving you an example for the show. The Watchmen trailer. Watchmen came out in, it would have been like 2008, I think.
I want to say 10, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, based on the Frank Miller comic book. Or no, it's not Frank Miller. It's it shows how much Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shows how much I know.
Zack Snyder directed.
All my research. Zack Snyder did the directing.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Really
What's something else?
new. For me, it was a very interesting take on superheroes. You know, superheroes for me always had powers and etc. kind of thing. And outside of Dr. Manhattan, they really don't have powers. They just have characters and such. And so when this trailer came out, I was in university still, and I was big into watching trailers. The trailer websites were starting to come out, and I was always watching. This one came on, and it really was just well done. The colors, because Zack Snyder was doing it. The color patterns, the music that really sold it for me. Smashing Pumpkins, "The End is the Beginning is the End," or "The Beginning is the End is the Beginning." I think it's the first one. Really got me. I don't know.
I do remember that trailer, and I remember saying like, "Wow, this looks amazing!" Like it looked beautiful. Yeah. I remember the trailer just very dynamic, and I wanted to see the movie just probably as much as you did too.
Yeah, and the movie itself was
okay. It wasn't as well received as I think I liked it. I liked it more than I think more people.
And I think it's actually, for me, when I look back on it, when I rewatched it, a couple of years later, it's actually, I think it didn't get the credit it really deserved.
Never watched it.
Oh no,
no. I don't
did you see the trailer though?
I probably did. I don't remember. I'm sure I did.
Yeah,
but I don't remember.
But you would know the characters and everything like that.
Yeah.
Right?
I will say, like, I did for a movie that I had no idea any of the characters. It got me excited for it. Yeah.
It actually got me to read the comic book before. I read I read it afterwards.
Okay. I think they're making a TV show of it now, or
HBO
series.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that was actually the trailer that inspired me for this idea for this show. So. Okay. How about you, Lou?
Interestingly enough, obviously we didn't plan this. Another Zack Snyder
Damn
film.
It.
I think I'm gonna steal it.
Yeah.
It's the best one to talk about, so I had to bring it up. If I were to say to you, "Our arrows will block out the sun," you're instantly gonna
sucker punch. Oh, this bastard!
Gonna think of this film. Fuck. Yeah. That was an amazing trailer. Like the lines that came up in it. It's pretty much a lot of the high
points. 300 by the way.
Yeah, 300. I never even said it.
Yeah.
But
and the colors again, Zack Snyder and his color palette that he did.
Yeah, it was like kind of black and white and like brownish, but then like red really stood out.
Yeah, but like that trailer shows like a lot of the high points of the movie, but the movie's like all high points really, like all the fighting for.
Every quote in that movie is a one-liner. Literally, you can quote anything from that movie, and it's an awesome one-liner.
And it had I'm going to find out the exact song, but it had an awesome Nine Inch Nails song playing during it. But Just Like You Imagine, that's what it's called.
Like that. Does he say this is Sparta and kick the guy in the trailer?
Yes.
That's
he said the guy in the black guy go, "This is madness," and he goes, "Madness. This is."
And then like when they're
into the well,
pushing off a bunch of them off the cliff, you see that in the trailer, like
slow.
Yeah, that's when especially when the music.
What is this movie?
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say that This Is Sparta, one of the most iconic moments in movie history.
Anytime someone kicks somebody in the chest, that just quote that
just
line.
like a boom too, like
boom.
Yeah,
it's just like a big meme, but Yeah,
and it had the Immortals in it.
I was just gonna say that
sorry.
Immortals. You got to see the Immortals, and
Yeah.
I think does it show the Rhino too in the trailer?
The trailer, I don't know.
I don't think so. No,
It might have.
Maybe.
Honestly, it might have. But it was just chock full.
It's
of
too bad we
goodness.
didn't like just give our list to each other earlier. We could
No,
have
that's
watched
fine.
the trailers, but
I had a feeling he might have 300.
But you could like
I was
watch.
thinking about 300 as well, but
Like watching that gave you a great idea what that movie is about because most of it's just a fight, and I liked it for that reason.
Yeah.
The movie ended up being good as well. Like the only
Yeah.
thing the trailer doesn't really step into is the
whole
stuff
betrayal
with the Queen,
and the
yeah.
betrayal kind of thing. With
One thing I'll say about both of these movies, neither one of them had like really big name actors.
Yeah.
They become big names after these
After the fact,
movies.
yeah.
Like they had these movies and then they kind of broke out. They were breakout roles for these characters.
Yeah.
And
Actors.
maybe oddly enough, I don't remember the trailer for the sequel, which I've never seen. The Rise of
It's
Empire.
all right.
Do you guys think
It's
that the
alright.
reason these two trailers in particular are so popular for us is because of that unique color look and the soundtrack style to it, or
I don't know.
like I think that's a theme so far through the first two. It's very visual, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't really remember the music in either of them,
No.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
the definitely the how it's directed, the style of it was something that sticks out.
Nice.
Well, okay. Well, I don't have to do 300 obviously, so I'll take that one out of my list.
301.
This one's probably an obvious one, and you know I love the movie too. But when I first saw the trailer for Spider-Man 2, it blew me away because I didn't see anything about it. I didn't know anything who the villain was going to be for the next movie. I didn't know anything about it. So I think I was in the movie for one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and the trailer came up, and you see MJ and Spider-Man talking to each other. Well, he was just Peter Parker. And then all of a sudden, like, his spider sense goes off, and you're like, oh shit, what's happening? And then the car comes flying through the window, he dies and catches it. It's literally apart from the movie. And you're like, whoa, what the hell? This is awesome. And then you see her stomp, stomp, stomp. You're like, oh, who's coming? Guess who's coming? All you see is Doc Ock out on the road. You're like, oh, yes! Yes!
He's such a good villain too, right?
Oh,
it's
man.
like when the Joker shows up in Batman. Doc Ock for a lot of people with Spider-Man is kind of the thing, right?
I was sold instantly. Like, I'm seeing this movie, and I have never looked back. That is my favorite Marvel movie. It is just, it's awesome.
I don't even remember it, to be fair. I know the
remember
scene
the
that you're
scene,
talking
yeah.
about, but I don't remember if I'm remembering it from the movie or if I'm remembering it from the actual trailer. So
I really like how you said, just talking with Spider-Man, who's Peter Parker at the moment. Like, no, it's Peter Parker, and sometimes he's Spider-Man. He's always Peter Parker, though.
Yes.
I wonder what the
He
ratio
wasn't in the
is for-
I
Spider-Man
know.
suit, is what I was trying to get
I
at.
just like how you said it that
It
way.
was just the two of them were like in a diner, and all of a sudden a car comes flying.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
yeah, and that's a good point. I mean, it's funny. We said at the start, it doesn't matter if you didn't like the movie, but we've all liked all three of the trailers
so far.
So far.
So far, absolutely.
Sweet. I'm going to go with another one that we probably all liked. Maybe not have the trailer on the list, but Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
He hasn't seen
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so when that trailer came out, obviously it'd been years since the last Star Wars. I think the last Star Wars came out in 2005, 2006, 2006.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And there'd been a lot of hype coming up to this one. A lot of probably trepidation from people.
Yeah,
based
Disney
on,
owns it, they're gonna fuck it
well,
up.
not even that Disney owned it, but look what happened the last time somebody tried to do a new Star Wars trilogy, right?
Yeah, that was all George Lucas.
Yes.
So people were like, "Yay, no George Lucas," but then like, no George Lucas. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, exactly. So when that trailer came out, I remember I watched it so much. I was watching reaction videos to it and everything, and obviously the pinnacle point being when most people focus on is when Han Solo comes out of the Millennium Falcon and it's Chewie, we're home kind of thing. And
when they
people
step
like,
into the Millennium Falcon.
but that wasn't the moment that got me. The moment that got me was
Me either.
this. It was shot from behind, and it was what's his name, Finn,
Oh yeah.
standing there with the lightsaber, the blue lightsaber like this, and all of a sudden you see Kylo kind of walk into the shot and just go, psh, and his sword
like that, and it's
lightsaber,
like crackling,
and
stuff.
it's like got the handles on it, which you never really seen before.
I was just trying to remember. I'm getting it blended with the Last Jedi one because that starts off with Rey. Like she's out of frame, and it's just like the sand dunes, and then her head comes up. That's
No. Finn was out of frame. He stands up, right?
No, it was Rey. It was Rey.
No, it was Finn because he just crash
See, that's not
landed.
getting confused.
He crash landed.
Yeah.
You've seen it a million times, but he doesn't remember.
And then he takes his Finn takes off the stormtrooper helmet and that, right? Like you see all these stormtroopers. He's like the one that's freaking out.
And then you see
it off
the Imperial cruiser crashed into the sand. The sheer scope of it. So.
I'll say the part that got me in that trailer It wasn't. It was the music actually. When the music started, I'm like, oh, it's Star Wars. It feels like Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
So anyways, yeah, that was a good one for me.
I guess a lot of feel-good trailers, ones that we liked. I'm going to go with something that maybe wasn't that good. Godzilla, the 1998 one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I remember that, like, just the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Because it's
I'm back a bit here.
totally different from, like, what the actual movie was. But, like, I just remember, like, you see the waves and there's something coming ashore. That was cool. I
do remember that movie being hyped to shit. Like, it was so hyped.
Something big was
Such a
coming.
big
You see these.
thing.
The trailer showed like holes in the buildings, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be fucking awesome. The movie ended up being way more comedic.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
How can a serious movie be good with Matthew Broderick in your lead? Like,
Yeah, I really don't like
The
Matthew
Lion
Broderick.
King.
Now that I know, as a kid, I didn't know.
Hello.
Now that I know he's in it, I don't like it as much.
I was always more of a Jonathan Taylor Thomas fan.
But no, with like Godzilla, it was so cool. There's like a ship on the shore that was like ripped apart and everything. And it's like, wow, this is gonna be fucking somewhat terrifying, a huge threat. And like I was familiar with Godzilla from Toho and the other movies and stuff, and it looked fucking awesome.
I actually thought the more recent Godzilla trailer was more pulling me in kind of thing.
The more current one
The
right now, like
2014
versus the monsters.
The 2014 one.
Oh, that
The
one. Okay,
2014 one,
okay.
Yeah.
Or the King.
Sorry,
the
yeah,
monster.
more
like
okay.
tonally, I think that they're the same.
Yeah.
The 2014 movie actually was like the trailer,
Oh, okay,
whereas
yeah.
this 1998 one, the trailer was awesome and kind of dark and stuff, and then I was just like, fucking comedy.
We were talking earlier between me and Lewis about movies that the CGI doesn't really hold up. Godzilla 98 or 97, whatever it was, does not hold up. Not at all. It's like Ivan Ooze bad almost.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, that's this next pick.
Oh man,
You're ruining it.
Probably
But yeah, Godzilla 1998. I thought the trailer at least was really fucking awesome. It really got me pumped for it.
Yeah.
I'll go way back when I was a kid.
Ooh.
I was a little
Take
kid.
us back to
I don't know, it was maybe 7, maybe.
1993.
I don't know how old I was then. But Honey, I Blew Up the Kid was a movie that I really, really wanted to see because of the trailer. Because I liked Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when I was a kid, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Who
I
doesn't?
should rewatch that movie. It's been so
yeah.
long.
And so I was like, I always thought, it'd be kind of cool if they had like a movie where they did the reverse, where I was like a big kid. And then its trailer comes out, and you're like, at first in the trailer, you don't realize what it is, what's going on. And you find out that they blew up this freaking kid, and he's a giant. Like, that's awesome! Like, as a kid, that's like the coolest thing ever.
Did
like,
you rewatch the trailer going into this? Or?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I can't remember. Oh, you just remember the.
I just kind of remember, yeah. The way I felt
okay.
watching the trailer, like, I gotta see this movie.
Did
It's
it
so
follow
cool.
through?
I liked it. It's still not as good as the first one.
Definitely not.
Kids.
Remember there's this ant-scorpion battle in the first one.
Yeah,
Auntie.
I just remember like the part from where the baby plays the guitar, the hard rock cafe guitar.
He pulls out the
Yeah.
I think that's that trailer. Maybe he's like, "Hi,
It might have been.
cowboy."
There's like that, I remember actually in the movie the part where the mom's like calming the baby down and she's just like,
Well, yeah, the cowboy, because they're in Vegas. They,
Yeah.
howdy, partner. You see
Yeah.
That
Rick
was a
Moranis
movie.
needs to come back and start that
Yeah.
franchise again.
Oh my god! I could see that being a franchise that gets rebooted.
It
Actually, I could see that,
It could totally do
actually,
that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Okay.
That was a deep cut. I thought that one.
I've got one now that maybe the movie was okay, but the teaser I was surprised because he's a character that I'm not a big fan of. The Man of Steel teaser.
Oh yeah.
So there
A lot
was
of people like that.
yeah they
Sweet.
just done the Brandon Ruth one where Kevin Spacey is
Superman Returns.
and I've never been a Superman fan, and in my opinion every Superman movie looked hokey as shit.
Yeah.
So and I was
They were.
kind of I think this is Zack Snyder, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Oh my god, don't even like the guy.
Going back to that well already.
He can make beautiful scenes.
Yeah.
He can.
So anyway,
his movies are beautiful.
But the dialogue
it had a good song that's used and been used. I'm big into music, right? The music obviously emotes the trailer for it, but I just thought it was such a gritty. The first time that I saw a gritty take on Superman, and the overdub was really good by Russell Crowe, just saying They will follow you. They will chase.
Yeah.
They'll try to run with you. They will trip. They will fall. And he's like, you see him, hitchhiking down a highway kind of thing with logging trucks going by. And
I'm just trying to remember, you're talking about the dubbing. If it was all, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, and I haven't seen the trailer even longer.
Yeah.
But like, was it all Russell Crowe, or does it cut in with Costner?
I think it's mostly Russell Crowe, maybe a Costner line here.
But yeah,
it talks about I saw what your son did or whatever because he did the whole school bus thing. But it ends with Superman just like shooting into the sky, like a far shot of him. Most.
And you see like the concussive wave that comes when he blasts off.
And one of the underrated things was the scene with like the little kid kind of standing with his arms like with clotheslines. So it really hit home
that's a total Michael Bay scene, right?
Well, yeah, and it really hit that Midwest American hero kind of thing. Very, Americana.
Yes.
And I'm really disappointed in myself for picking for having like 3 Zack Snyder trailers. But hey, if he could learn to direct as well as he does his trailers.
Just direct trailers from now on.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I guess we'll go back. I think it's a fairly well received movie. I didn't really care for it a whole lot. I don't think it was terrible. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh,
I like that trailer.
The strings.
Because
strings.
It starts off and they're all just kind of like, I guess post fight party. They're all just kind of like talking whatever, and then you just hear like that.
The shambling
robot comes out and he's doing the Pinocchio. I have no strings on me.
James Spader has a great voice for that overdub too.
And it was like so creepily scary. And I'm a huge fan of Ultron, so like, yes, he's coming. Like I said, it didn't pay off in the movie for me. Yeah. But like that was such a creepy thing. I'm like, fuck, this is almost like Avengers horror.
It seemed dark. You're like, whoa, he's doing Pinocchio, but it sounds creepy as shit.
I mean, that was almost the first tick towards the Avengers not always winning everything, I guess. It's not which culminated in Endgame, but that was their first maybe hint towards that. Because it was in that movie that they had the view, the vision from Scarlet Witch that Tony Stark saw all of them dead on the...
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. That was the second best Avengers trailer, probably.
Trailers, yeah. It was awesome.
But yeah, like I said, like the creepiness of it and everything, that was just totally different, cool, awesome stuff.
I'll go with a movie that I absolutely did love, and I was looking forward to. King Kong, the 2005 version.
With Jack Black?
Peter Jackson's directorial movie. I've always loved King Kong, the 1933 version of him. I watched that as a kid. I liked it. And I was like, I didn't know that they were actually making a King Kong movie, I don't think. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't know too much about it. And then I saw the trailer, and it was like showing me all the things that I remember from the 1933 movie. Like, it showed the dinosaurs, him fighting the dinosaurs, showed him on the tower, the Empire State Building, showed him like grabbing the woman, the blonde chick.
What is the woman's name in that movie?
Darrow, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if that was always the same person.
Oh, if it's on
in that story, yeah.
I think so. I think it was. But yeah. Oh, and I just thought like King Kong looked great. I thought the graphics looked fucking fantastic in that movie. Like I watching it now, a lot of the graphics still hold up really well. Some of them not so much, but for the most part, it does. And it was just a movie that I watched it, and it's a 3-hour movie, and I wanted more. I was all in on that movie. It blew me away, and the trailer just sold me right from the beginning, just because he looks so cool, and he showed like a big part of like the fight with the dinosaurs, and it was just that's the best part of the movie. Just him fighting the freaking T-Rex looking dudes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Do we want to do? How many do we want to do these here?
I don't know. Do you guys want?
I do have
time for 2 more.
We can do 2 more. I think we can do 2 more.
Keep it rolling, okay.
All right, I'm gonna go with a non-Zack Snyder movie, a Chris Nolan one. I'm gonna go with the Interstellar trailer.
Okay.
It was a movie. Christopher Nolan's movies always seem, outside the Batman ones, seem to always have this background to them where you don't really know what the movie's gonna be about. Inception.
Had no clue what I was going into.
I mean, Dunkirk was sort of based on an actual military battle, But Interstellar was just the same as well, and it came after Inception. So he'd had these awesome hits with the Batman series. He had Inception. It was rolling, and so Interstellar. Well, what's this? Obviously space theme, but what is it going to be, right?
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey signed on, and you went through, and you still didn't know what the hell the movie was going to be about.
Not really.
But the visual spectacles of it. you could see that it was going to be a heavy emotional movie kind of thing with some of the scenes they used with Matthew McConaughey, and again, the score was really well done on it. It was constantly crescendoing. It felt like story. So
I'll say only reason why I was excited for Interstellar is because of Inception and how much I love that movie.
Yeah.
If I didn't see Inception, if I didn't see Batman, I probably wouldn't have been too excited for
yeah, and maybe that's a habit here where maybe it's the director that really pulled me more than the trailer. But I'll say that the trailer really hit my expectations, or at least it went above my expectations for it. So
yeah.
Actually, again, I'm going to kind of follow your theme. This time, not by the director, but by the theme of the movie.
Space.
I'm going to go with Gravity.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never seen the movie, so I can't talk a whole lot about it.
So it's just the trailer.
Just the trailer.
okay. It'll disappoint you. No.
And maybe because it preyed on my fears. Like, I'm fucking terrified that if it's ever in space, just like getting separated and like, I can't do anything. And that's what the trailer showed. They're like working on some satellite or something.
Yeah, they're working on a satellite,
and then
an asteroid piece kind of.
Some chunks, came.
And then like they're just like floating away
and
in
they're
space.
tethered. They're trying to grab. I don't remember. There's a scene where they're trying.
That's grab at the barely just grasping at the freaking
because she's spinning and
And then you see some of this that in the trailer anyway. Some of the debris falls to Earth, and I'm just like, "Fuck! What would you do?" Like, you'd be alive for a good portion of it until you started burning up.
You know what you do? You rip that air thing and you Iron Man it back to Earth. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. But yeah, like I thought that was so, I guess, real. Like the trailer was so realistic as to what I'm afraid of happening in space, and I was like, "Fuck! This looks like."
Would you go to space if you could?
I would need like some serious safety protocols. They talk about making like a space elevator.
Yeah, I want a tether on me.
To Earth.
I don't care about that atmosphere, put like a metal shield on me, I'm good.
But yeah, that was, to me, it's such a real terrifying fear, and then to see that, I was like, this is exactly it. So it spoke to me in that.
So the reason you didn't see the movie is it because you're scared? Is it like a horror movie? Or
I think I saw the 5 minutes that I cared about in the trailer, and then after that I'm like, well, the rest is going to be...
It is a tall
might give you like the reverse claustrophobia feeling or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Okay, I'll go with a more recent one that came out last year. Movie. This movie has everything in it almost. Ready Player One.
Oh.
This trailer was just I love the freaking Back to the Future series. I love King Kong was in it. I love freaking they had a big freaking monster truck. They had so many things. They had video game references. They had movie references. Don't roll your eyes.
You didn't say Iron Giant. He was in there.
I'm still talking.
Oh.
Iron Giant was in there. There was Mechagodzilla, but probably not in the trailer. I don't think Mechagodzilla was.
I don't remember seeing it.
But they had so many things just in this trailer alone. I'm like, what am I not seeing in this movie? Like, I love the movie too. I really love the movie, but the trailer I really wanted to see this movie so bad because of all the things that they were just showing. It's like what. Like I said, what are they not showing me? Like, there's so many references that you can freeze frame almost like every frame in that trailer, and there's like hundreds of things that you can just pick out.
Yeah.
So it just really brought up the geek in me of things that I loved from my childhood.
Did it have Alf in it?
No.
Damn it.
Doesn't need Alf.
That's why I didn't see it.
Yeah.
No Alf. Not sold.
I'm going off my book actually because I was looking at it and I've got a lot of really sci-fi or action movie or kind of thing. So no comedies have been mentioned here. I'm going to try and go with the comedy trailer that actually got me really excited for the movie, and it's probably one of my favorite comedies of all time, Anchorman. I remember watching the trailer for that, and everything that they put in had me laughing to the point where I was actually a little worried. I was worried that this was going to be that I just saw every single funny joke, and this movie's probably not going to be that good. Yeah. Will Ferrell had every movie he'd been in, I always laughed at his parts. So I was, I'd seen him on SNL and I thought he was funny. So I was optimistic, but I was also hesitant because SNL cast members going into movies can be so hit or miss. That
I'll say it's more
Corky Romano.
It's Pat.
Oh God,
he doesn't like his Pat. Coneheads.
By the way, Pat Chico is It's Pat for Halloween one year.
Yeah.
Got that, Pat? I was watching. It was cut well. Adam McKay, who's now kind of moving into a lot more dramatic, to the point where he's getting nominated for Oscars and everything like that. Yeah. Really well cut, and now I'm just regretting not mentioning a different one, but that's okay. No, but it was good, and thankfully the movie turned out to be just as good as the trailer kind of pitched. So.
For my last pick, I mean, I remember just one part of it, but it's the song from the trailer stuck in my head so much, and I just recall that scene. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Just like I just remember the Fox on the Run when that comes in. It's like Fox, and then rockets in a ship shooting. It's like ah, it's like fuck, and it's just all space combat. But that song, as soon as I heard it, I was like fuck, downloading this. Yeah. Downloaded the song. I don't know, the action paired with the music. I just thought it was a great combo. I don't really have much more to say about it. I think you got to learn about egos. I'm your father, Peter, and I was like, that's a huge revelation if you're a fan of the films. But yeah.
Also, you're a huge fan of the first movie too, so I mean that helps.
Yeah.
Push it.
That's like the Inception, Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly. You're a previous fan, so you're.
Yeah.
But if it didn't have the song, I really wouldn't feel that strongly about it.
Yeah. It just brought it that much over the top. Okay.
And so you got to know Peter's backstory, which was something that we were a little bit interested in, given how the first one ended.
Yeah.
So
they hinted at something. Yeah. Totally. I'll go with Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh,
that was a trailer that I had never even seen any of the Mad Max movies before that. I'd seen parts of them.
I think I actually watched the first one. Lou had the first one when we lived together one time, and I think I watched
probably the second one, because the first one's ass.
No, I think it was the first one.
The first one's pretty ass.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was his origin story one. So
well, it's not that good. The very first one, because this trailer came out, I wanted to see this movie, but I didn't want to see it without seeing the other one, so it made me watch the other ones. And the first one sucks. I really don't like that movie. And then, what was Road Warrior, the second one?
Yeah, Road Warrior.
That was a good one. That's probably the best out of all the other ones.
I think the Thunderdome was that the...
And then Beyond Thunderdome. But my favorite is still Fury Road now. Because it just had... It was so crazy.
Which is funny, because Mel Gibson was like his iconic character, right?
That was,
he was
Max.
And
first
next to Riggs,
big role.
Yeah.
I still see him as Max, even though the new one's really good.
I see him more as Riggs from Die Hard, or Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I did too. That's where I put...
But yeah, it was and visually stunning.
So. Absolutely, you see guys with dune buggies, guys swaying back and forth on the top of the.
That
fireworks going off.
It's just like a guy's do whatever you want.
Yeah, a guy playing guitar with flame,
shooting out in a big war party.
Awesome.
Have the main villain have a fucking skull mask and breathing things and guys spraying chrome into their mouth. Fuck whatever you want.
Absolutely, you got it. And it was insane as it looked on the trailer.
You want a weird looking man with a little telescope? You got it.
Yeah. You got big fat women with their boobs getting stuck in the milk.
Is that in the trailer?
Yeah, not in the trailer.
That's what told me.
But it was just so wild, and I want to see more movies in this universe.
Yeah, and the sad thing is that from what I've been reading, they're probably not even going to do a sequel to it because
I heard that recently changed, but it's all still rumors, not a credible source.
Anyways, it's funny doing this whole thing. I kept thinking of more, so there were so many more that I might have even replaced some of, but I don't know. That's I think where we could probably end this for now.
Done.
Why don't we tell everybody where we can find each other?
Find me on PSN, Twitch, and Twitter as CountryBoy_9.
You can find me on Twitch as the LewisLightning.
And you can find me on Twitch, PSN, and Twitagra. I haven't done that in a while. As MussKeg.
Thought you grew out of that.
Yeah.
No. Adios.
This is just one big trailer, by the way.
Yeah.
For our feature-length movie idea.
Oh.